Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the 2022 Norra 500. We are here at Contingency, and right now, say who's? Mundo? Seis?
You almost had it.
I had a. Say his Mundo Lucas Valdez. Yeah, very good, very good. The West of Fire Racing. You guys have been doing Norras for a long time now. Always a crowd favorite when we take that there. What's it special about Norra that brings you guys back all the time?
It's the happiest race on earth.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And we have a company in Los Osos, California called Go Westy Campers. So we make all kinds of stuff for these vans. So this is a place where you come, put 10,000 miles on stuff in a couple of days.
Right. That's the best proving ground.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and this I need to say this. I need to make this official so my wife doesn't kill me for all the money this is costing.
Okay. Yes.
But
there's proof.
Yeah. So this goes on the record, right?
It's on the record.
Okay.
It's on the record.
So yeah, this is what we do this year. We're running both vans. We ran both vans back in 18.
Right.
Back. We run the green van every year, and this time we're back with the white van, and it's been converted to a hybrid.
Yes, I saw that you're interested in Evolution Hybrid. Tell us about that and what was involved to make that a hybrid car.
Well, these vans that we run are normally four-wheel drive. The engine and transaxles in the back. There's a drive shaft to the front. There's a front differential, and both of them were that way. And we ran them both in the RV class with all the camper stuff in them, and the refrigerator and the popped, all the stuff we're required to have.
Right.
So this year we decided to take the drive shaft out and bolt a 150 horsepower electric motor on the front axle.
Okay.
It's got a big 350-pound battery in there with 25 kilowatts. And so we've got the front axle driven on electric, and the rear is driven like it always is. 2.7-liter Go Westy engine with our fuel injection system and all our stuff on it. So you add about 200 horsepower on the rear axle, and we add another 100 up front. It's a lot of fun.
How do you marry those together?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
That's the secret.
That's the secret sauce.
There you go. There you
A lot of programming, a lot of hours. We've got 5 full-time engineers at Go Westy that design all kinds of stuff, and we just geek out on this stuff. And so this is a brainchild. This is a proof of concept for a kit that we have in mind of being able to offer a front hybrid drive for any van. Anybody who has one of these vans that's a 2-wheel drive, they can take the whole front suspension out and bolt in this hybrid kit. That's an ultimate goal.
Wow.
And this is just a proof of concept.
And you're hearing it here first, is that correct?
That's right.
This is the unveiling.
This is the unveiling.
Yeah.
But we've got 500 miles to go before we make up our minds whether this is a good idea or a bad idea.
How much testing were you able to put on this particular vehicle? We
took it to one other event called Synchrofest up in the Hollister Hills.
Okay.
We bashed and wheeled the hell out of it. We followed the green van around, which is a normal four-wheel drive, and it went everywhere the green van could go, which we're really impressed with. Plus, it was way faster than the green van on the flats because it has that extra 100 horsepower.
Let's say we hit a dry lake bed in this race. What do you think you can top out at? What's your guesstimate?
Well, the limiting factor on these vehicles is suspension, not the engine and power. We really have, even without the hype, the extra 100 horsepower, it has more horsepower than we can utilize most of the time. Because the suspension, we've got like 8 inches of travel. The thing weighs 5,000 pounds, and it's on 30-inch tires. So it's this race for us, the biggest challenge is to have the patience it takes to get to the knock on wood. This will be our 6th Norra. All the others have been 1,000s, and we finished every single one.
Right.
And that's what we want to do this time.
You guys are a constant at the finish line celebration, so I expect it to be the same on this one. Now, you're the driver of record.
That's right.
So it all falls on you.
Oh, it always does. By default, I'm the guy responsible.
Okay.
Usually just for the bad stuff, but sometimes I get credit for the good stuff, too.
Yeah. Well, let's just dwell on the positive here for this race. Get you through. Is there anything that you ran it up in that California, up in the hills? The terrain, is it similar to the Baja terrain you're going to see, or is it, there's a lot of new stuff they haven't put on this car yet?
Well, the stuff we did up in Hollister Hills was super rugged, four-wheeling crawler kind of stuff, which is where we expected the vehicle to do its worst. That's where we took it. And I'm very surprised because that motor actually does really well crawling, and it only gets better the faster it goes. So the real test down here is going to be silt, deep sand, and that's where the green one comes in. It's got recovery gear.
Well, I was just going to go with you on the silt and the sand that Baja throws at you.
Yeah.
Is the extra weight cause a concern in the silt and the sand?
Yeah, the extra, it's about 500 pounds heavier, but we're not carrying any gear. We're actually
Or a refrigerator.
Yeah. Or a bed.
Yeah.
So it started out 500 pounds lighter than the camper entry. So we're about the same weight as the camper entry. So that's kind of a wash, but we have a lot more power. The real well, if we get the hybrid system continues to work as it has been, we shouldn't have any trouble through that stuff. But that'll be the big test.
Well, a little more than like 60 hours from now, we'll know.
That's right.
2 days of
One
racing.
way or another.
Yeah.
We're gonna, if we have to drag it there, we're gonna get it there.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's a big effort. You got a big crew here, but there's probably folks watching back at home that maybe you want to give a shout out to or thanks to.
Everybody at Go Westy, we got 45 dedicated souls there working just on Volkswagen campers. Thank you, everybody back home. And of course, my son, who I wish was here, he's raced. He actually drove for me in 2019 when I crashed on my bike, and I was out a week before the race. He stepped in the driver's seat, took the whole thing. It was awesome. And of course, my wife, who puts up with all this shit.
Now, if the folks at home want more information about Go Westy, how can they get a hold of you?
GoWesty.com.
Simple enough.
Yeah, every single Baja we've done a really nice video. Nick right there is a video genius. He's produced every single video. He's going to do one for us this time. They're really entertaining. Even if you don't have a van again, I recommend you go to GoWesty.com and check out our YouTube channel.
You heard it, folks, right there. GoWesty.com or YouTube, Go Westy.
GoWesty.com.
Thanks a lot for taking the time. Best of luck to you out there. And
thank you.
I can see in your face there's confidence, so you're feeling pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cautious optimism.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, fan favorites when you go across. So when you see these two Vanagons, these two Westphalias going by, give them a big cheer because now you know the story behind it. We'll be back with some more interviews right after this.
Hey guys, we're back here, 2022 Yokohama Norra 500. I'm Sean Cerny. This is Jeff Gamroth. And Jeff, we spoke before at different Norras. This is not your first time here.
No, this is actually